Hello, Ralph, Darius, AJ, Brian. What are you non-fishermen doing? I know it's the weekend, so Darius isn't fishing. What's everybody else's excuse? Mine is the Weatherman. Because if you look at all the radars and you listen to all the weather people around here, they said tomorrow there's going to be thunderstorms everywhere, raining, 80% chance, thunderstorms all over the place. Whatever you do, don't go out and enjoy nature because it's going to be storming. So, you know what? Set around. Next thing I know, it didn't rain all day. Didn't storm. The wind blew. That was it. A little dark in here. Yeah, we're getting that today. It's actually, today it was accurate. They said it was going to storm today. Like today's weather and yesterday's weather were the same, according to the report. But today it's actually storming. So I've heard that before, Kyle. Heard that. Daryl, did you catch them? Darius, you've been quiet. Have you been catching lots of bass? John, what's happening? What's happening? Been reorganizing, finding all sorts of hidden gems I shouldn't have bought. I bet you got lots of those, Bobby. Bobby? Damn it, Bobby. A few hybrids and a bass. Did you eat those hybrids? Did you fillet them? Make dinner out of them? Quite a few, nothing real big, going up to St. Clair in 3 weeks. Darius, I would think that would be prime Kentucky Lake bite. Have you caught any real big ones this year yet? Like big largemouths, like six plus? Organized 40 bags of missile destroyers. That's a lot. Bobby, I think they do. I've never heard people talk ill of them. I remember those dudes out in Texas. They'd make tacos out of anything that was like a white bass, hybrid bass, striper, like all those things. That was like people sang the praises of those and tacos. But I never. Hello, David. What's new? $1.40 a bag. I mean, you got to be getting close to cost at that point. Like you're buying it like less than retail, I would think. Like what a retailer buys them for. If I'm guessing, I don't know. That might be off, but that's pretty cheap. Caught a few, fixed a dude's boat. He gave me $100 and his daughter gave me her digits. Dang. Was she cute? You got the daughter's number in front of the dad? That's ballsy. That's ballsy, BBC. You're getting brave, bro. BBC, what are your thoughts on the band Nirvana? I've been on a Nirvana kick lately. Very, very cute blonde. I hear you, dude. You don't want her, though. You don't want her. Her dad wasn't driving a yacht. He was driving some broke-ass boat. She doesn't check your boxes. She came up to me. Her drummer looks like the guy from Foo Fighters. I've heard that. It's interesting. Dude probably can't play the drums anyway. He didn't even play the guitar that good. I thought you were hunting heavy with someone else. No. BBC's a free agent. Yeah, before I got on here, I was in here playing In Bloom as loud as this little amp would go. It was fun. It was fun to learn all the songs that I never learned as a kid. No mood rings. Are those still a thing? People give away mood rings? How does one randomly feel like Nirvana? How do you grow up into the 90s and not get into Nirvana? How is that even possible? They changed the fabric of our generation. Without Nirvana, we wouldn't have Limp Bizkit. Sturgill. Have you heard Seether cover Nirvana? It is insane how good the lead singer of Seether can do a Kurt Cobain voice. What was that song that they came out with like forever ago that was like the unreleased track? You Know You're Right. Seether covered that one like after that song came out. It's crazy good. Kyle, you're not a Nirvana guy either? Strange. What's the rub? I don't like early Nirvana. I like the Nirvana that everybody likes. In Utero, never mind. That stuff. I don't know what Sturgill's been doing lately, but I like it. He's kind of changed his I think he played at Coachella or something, and they recorded the whole show last year. And I was in here doing something instead of doing a live. I sat there and watched the entire Sturgill set, and it was good. You mentioned previously something about the best live cover, and I might vote for Nirvana's "Man Who Sold the World." Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I will say I like that one way better than Bowie's. That might be blasphemy. It's the same riff as More Than a Feeling. Yes. Yeah, I mean, what did you say? Smells like Teen Spirit? I don't see it. Unless there's a verse part in More Than a Feeling that changes. Hated Nirvana, but might because we had the channel, the box. Every other song was Nirvana, but I listen now. I can appreciate them. Yeah, if you good point, Kyle. If you look back, uh, uh, at them now, gives you a greater appreciation for what we had. I also will say I watched it was like from 2018 when Nirvana got back together and did like a show, and they had like guest singers. But if you go back to the 90s when Nirvana was still playing live, and Kurt was still alive, and you watch live footage of the crowds, it was awesome. You watch the 2018 version, and barely anyone was moving. They were just all standing there doing this. It was awful. Awful. It's like, what's the point of going, dude? Like, I think like, if it were me and I was like a touring band, I would have like a videographer film the show and just tell everybody this is being filmed. When you get home, we'll upload it in its entirety to YouTube and you can watch it. Better than what you're doing. You don't have to record it. You can enjoy yourself. Just chill. Put your phone up and wiggle around. Your daughter's ran into the ground. I couldn't see that happening also. What's a baby jack? What's a baby jack, Hella? The riser jack, baby jack, is that one of those Japanese bait? Never buy a bait as long as you live. If you'd like an old bait, find the colors people don't like for cheap, buy a ton, and have me paint them. Yes. Here's another trade secret. I do that for myself. Like, Kyle, I can understand like you taking a picture of like you and whoever you're with just as like proof you're there. But your video is going to be shitty. It's going to sound like ass. Like, it's not even worth the time. Nice Metallica shirt. Do you listen to Megadeth? Do you listen to Megadeth? Did you know Dave Mustaine was in Metallica? That's what I'm asking, Bobby. I'm getting confused. There's multiple jacks out there that it could be. Dude, I was what was it? I was looking up some sort of shirt. I was gonna get my nephew a shirt. Like an old one, like not old, but like I think I was gonna get him a Promise shirt from the 90s. Those things are like $150. If you have any old concert shirts or any old band shirts from the 90s, let me know. I'll buy them if the bands are good. And I'll pass them on to the nephew. He's into that stuff. He's into that stuff. Another thing, Darius, that was cool about the time. If you wanted a concert ticket, you had to go to the Ticketmaster booth, and when tickets go on sale, people would be standing outside. I remember driving by the Civic Center downtown and seeing like lines of people like waiting to get concert tickets. Oh, the baby jackhammer. Oh. Bobby and I's brains went to the same place. Now you can't go downtown and get concert tickets. You have to compete against the bots online to get your ticket, and then have them relist it for quadruple what they paid for it. Great question, Kyle. Are there any good bands coming out of Seattle? I honestly do not know. I don't think there's any great bands coming out of anywhere. What was the last great new band you heard? Sorry, Hella. We turned into music talk. A good way to combat ticket flippers is to actually sell tickets in person now. Could you imagine now? Like, that many people wanting to go see like Metallica or something back in like the 90s. Like, how many people would have went and gotten in line? I guess you could buy them at the gate. I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like, how did they sell 30,000, 50,000 tickets to a show before the show? It's a lot of tickets. People just show up at the gate with money? Or they pre-sell them at the Ticketmaster box for like a month? Oliver Anthony, was he the internet sensation? I think he was here for a good time, not a long time. Sturgill's been around a pretty good while. Pretty good while. Just show up with drugs and wait in line. I guess that's what you do. It makes sense to me. Over a decade, yeah. But he kind of, I feel like he got kind of lumped into his outlaw country sound, and he kind of is over it, obviously, by what he's putting out now. Like playing that kind of throwback kind of sound. Who's that? Who's that, Bobby? I missed it. Blink 182? I never got into them. I didn't know. I wasn't a fan of that kind of pop punk sound. It's catchy, but I don't know that I've ever caught myself listening to Blink. I like his sound for you. I mean, even though it's supposed to be taboo. Yeah, I like his new what he's got going on. It's good. It's good. BBC, we do not need drugs, bro. Even though drugs are responsible for the greatest music and art uh, that the world has ever seen, that doesn't mean we need to do them. I don't, at least. Maybe you do. I'm past those years. Sounds like they're just beginning for you. Uh, yeah, that's how lame music is now. You don't even have to form a band. Like you don't even have to find people in your city. BBC and I could form a band virtually and just like send each other our recorded video tracks and then put it on YouTube and we're a band. You don't even have to be in the same city, dude. You could be in a different country. Best band to come out. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the most recent thing that I've listened to. There's plenty in the red dirt like kind of country genre that's good. Um, AJ, did you see that post about the girl that posted about she was like, hear me out. Turnpike's the greatest country band ever. It's a toss up between them and Alabama. And the amount of people in the comments that said they're right up there with Midland almost made me throw up. Almost raged. AJ, you know, that was another thing. 2 nights ago, the girls were gone, so I was left to my own devices, and I went down a Blur Gorillas. What's the dude's name? Damon. I went down a wormhole and educated myself on them. I was pretty impressed because I didn't. I listened to Blur and I listened to Gorillas, but I didn't really like care that much about it. Uh, I didn't realize how big Blur was in Europe. Like they were bigger than Oasis for a time because they put out a single on the same day, and it was like a battle of the bands, and apparently Blur won. Hella, what was the last concert you saw? Let's make this real interesting. What was the last concert Hella Bass went to for his own musical enjoyment, not his children's? Bobby, were you like a Dropkick Murphys super fan? Oh, I missed a question. I didn't, AJ. Is that true? Uh, hate them. I didn't know. I didn't know. I figured they were such prideful Massachusetts patriots that everybody from up there would love them. I didn't know that was the opposite. That's weird. You took your wife though, Hella. Did you want to go or did she want to go? Sounds like she wanted to go. Who did Hellabass want to go see in his entire life? What was the best concert Hellabass has ever been to, where he actually sat or stood and enjoyed musical arrangements? Didn't Damon create Gorillas just to be able to collab with various artists? I don't know, Michael. It sounded like it because he had everybody. And I don't know if you saw, you've probably seen the same video that I did, but he had this like keyboard thing, and there was like a pre-made track on it, and that's what he used to make the whatever that first Gorillaz hit was. A lot of the Massel stuff you see in here is pretty accurate, but that man is not one we like. Much prouder of Aerosmith being from Boston. Wow. Who knew? Trace Atkins 04 Sandwich Fair was your last concert. Been a while for John to get out there and see some music. I think the last concert I wanted to go to didn't go. Aerosmith and Def Leppard. Okay. Is that the Get a Grip era? Dustin, you probably get tons of concerts at work on a daily. Murs? Who is Murs? I don't know who Murs is. 311. That's good. Does Luke Duncan count? Hella, you didn't go to that, did you? Or have you seen him before previous events? Now I know why I don't know who that is, AJ, and I don't feel so bad. I was thinking, who is this band I've let slip through my grasp? Knoxville and Tulsa. Why didn't you go at the Saturday Classic? BBC was there jumping on tables and stuff, dude, like headbanging. Oh. Best live show was the Beach Boys in Chicago, Skid Row, in a small venue. The Beach Boys, Chicago, and Skid Row. Skid Row's an interesting addition to the lineup. The triple has rust, but still sharp. Do you leave it? I do. One country and two rock music fests. I don't like the festivals. I'm trying to think the last show I saw, besides Luke. Probably Billy Strings last year. Oh, Skid Row was a separate show. I was about to say, how'd they get on that damn lineup? Bobby, the only time I change hooks now is if they fail. I just let them ride. I just let them eat. Don Dokken acoustic with Queensryche in 2008. So it has also been a minute for you. Country Fest. Lots of jean shorts, lots of boots. BBC, who are you going to take? You going to take the new girl from the boat ramp? You know, AJ, that's one of the bands that tours a ton that I'm a huge fan of that I've never seen live, and I don't know how. You know what I mean? It's not from lack of opportunity because they tour so much and they've toured for so long. I need to see those dudes before they kick the bucket. Strings is good. I think I've said this before, but after I saw him, I went and looked up the set list for all the songs I liked. My favorite songs of his are ones that he did not write. They were all covers. The ones he wrote were good, but they weren't something I would listen to again. You have two girls or two tickets? Julio Iglesias in '86 at Vancouver because the World Expo. Is that Enrique's dad, Ralph? Two girls need to find which one likes bluegrass. BBC, you're such a player, dude. You're such a player. Two girls, one ticket. AJ, were you pouring worms yesterday? Is that what I saw? Was yesterday remelt day? Mark Anthony had a concert at the resort. I wouldn't have gone to that either. I wouldn't have gone to that if he was in my bedroom. I wouldn't have gone to that if he said, "Hey, I'll do a concert on your balcony, free of charge." I'm good. The woman loved old Julio. I think all the women's loved old Julio. And he passed it down to his boy. You're right. You're right, Hella. I would put up with Mark Anthony singing his cheesy love songs. Just got the last system running on the new CNC. What's the first one, John? Friday was remelt. Shaking his skinny pants. He's got to be getting a little long in the tooth. Hella. AJ, you were probably in Omaha. You probably had a healthy population of decent bands compared to BBC's neighborhood. The 2.5, 6 feet, 16. I bet AJ was a menace. He was actually not only a menace to mosh pits, he was a menace to anyone trying to watch the concert behind him. He was a menace to just a casual concert attendee. Guys, probably people in the local music scene are probably glad that AJ has outgrown his show phase. Dude, AJ, did you get to meet Skrillex and dwarf him because he's like 4 feet tall and you're like 7? Imagine being stuck behind AJ and Stefan at your favorite concert. Excuse me. I'd like to see this show. Can I get on your shoulders? Excuse me, giant humans, can you hold me up? Well, we have learned one of the cons of being large. One of the cons of being in the big and tall section. People get angry at concerts at you. It's in a basement venue. The stage was only 2 feet tall, and we saw eye to eye. That's pretty hilarious. You know, it's some sort of hardcore show when the stage is basically the floor and the band is like eye level with the crowd. Because if you watch any kind of video of like underground like hardcore stuff, it's always like that. Never fails. Never fails. I don't know why that is, but next question, AJ. Were they good? I can tell you guys, this is one of my least favorite things in the world to do. I prefer to unmask bills slightly after they're done. But these I cannot. Or these I did not. DT8. Give me 1 second. Let me get this one unmasked. I need my paper. Maybe this foam will work. Lighting isn't doing too good. Oh, that's way worse. Way worse. Okay. That's the DT8. The other is the RR5 Bristow mod. Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard color to photograph, or obviously it's a hard color to show you what it actually looks like, because here versus the Patreon photo is like night and day. Like you can actually tell what it looks like in the Patreon photo, and here it doesn't show you the colors. That's a mashup. That's a mashup between brown bone, kind of like a citrus shad, bull brim, copper perch, all those kind of rolled into one. Because it's got a little blue on the head. It's got a little bit of chartreuse. But I also did some iridescent orange on the shoulder, and then did brown scales over the top of that, and then a dark brown back. So it's got a lot of things. It's a mashup. Thanks, Tom. It's like you read the color and made it way cooler. That's what I try to do. Try to mind read and then make them as sexy as possible. I also try and paint these in. Also try to do these so you can throw them more, so they're like more universal, like universal colors. I have that in mind when I paint. Something that will, like you could throw in dirty water, you could throw in clean, clear water, you could throw in any color water, and it work. Universal color palettes. I like that. I know, it's like I should like paint baits or something. Probably be a cool job. Hell, you didn't get a notification? It was in the chat. I posted it in the chat. You probably snoozed it, bro. Probably snoozed it because you got tired of all my updates. It's actually a lot of paint now, believe it or not. It's just not as obnoxious. And I also thought after I got these done, I was like, The next ones I should do like solid chartreuse, like the brightest chartreuse I could possibly do to like counteract these. Classic recap. Could. Certainly could. Oh yeah, I forgot that was for you. Transcending the limits of watercolor. That's what I try to do. That's what I try to do. Uh, Not the paint kind. We have a visitor on my website from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Who could that be? Who could that be? I don't know what it is, but I'm usually sure I could say how it works. I don't know what responsible for it's a little bit of a lot. Yeah, I was talking to my buddy Keith about that last time we fished. I was like, dude, when was the last time you threw a solid white spinnerbait? I mean, not solid white, solid chartreuse. Because I feel like growing up, like you either like I can't tell you how many solid chartreuse spinnerbaits I saw like people have tied on with a chartreuse trailer, like just straight up chartreuse, not chartreuse and white, just all chartreuse. It used to be a thing. Now, not so much. Do chartreuse with copper a lot. Now you don't own one. Why is that, Dustin? Did fish quit eating solid chartreuse spinnerbaits, or is it the user? Like, what gets us away from that? AJ does. He's got a wonderfully hideous eye for spinnerbait colors. When AJ matches the hatch of his spinnerbait, he just looks in the toilet and says, that would make a good spinnerbait color. Let's match that. Water cleaned up a lot. Maybe that's what it is. Like a lot of the places around the country have started growing grass or like zebra mussels or stuff like that and cleaned up, and they've cleaned up a lot of the waterways, and a lot of the murky water that we used to have maybe isn't so murky anymore. Possible. Huh. I don't know. The Carolina fish like orange better than red. Interesting. funny how those localized fish get accustomed to or get a preference for like color like that. Nice video title, AJ. Nice video title. I think you're on to something. You'll be surprised. My man has watched some YouTube videos. I think AJ has been clickbaited so many times that now he's filled with rage. I don't like that. I don't like that clear stuff, Dustin. Did the Clean Water Act kill bass fishing? You'll be surprised. I can see your thumbnail in my head, AJ. One of those faces. Carolina fish, at least in the Cooper River area, are very finicky, but once you figure out what they want, you can lay the hammer down. You just want to be able to figure out when it goes up. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Different strain, though, right? Different strain of fish. I mean, those northern fish are also the ones that dudes catch on the Pat's baits in the middle of winter in like 40-degree water on a topwater at night. So those are obviously a different breed. Old Jean LaRue baits are being sold as young. I did not. All of them? The Who Daddy, that big one, the big Who Daddy is delicious. It'll catch you a big monster fish. Brian, I was going to put it back together yesterday, but I didn't. Maybe I'll get off of here in a few minutes, and we're almost to an hour. Maybe I'll get off of here and start assembling the bait wall again. I did add a sticker. Pangrack gave me that BTL sticker. It's like real vinyl. Not that you can see it. I couldn't figure out anywhere to put it, so I just stuck it over there on that table. Stearman has finally gotten his point across to the algorithm that I don't want Randy. I don't want Randy. Does anyone make a golden shiner or white with gold flake Zako style bait? I'm sure. But hadn't that mold been ripped off? You could probably get some poorer dude. That's not going to happen. Things that aren't going to happen for 500, Alex. I might add a couple. Every time I look at those boxes of baits with all the tangled up hooks, I just get discouraged. If you don't click, they go away. The Messiah had a good video about the hate. Who's not the Messiah getting hate? Surely not. He better not be. Nobody better be hating on the Messiah, or we're going to have problems. I wonder if the Messiah has ever had a hateful comment. Surely not. How do you hate that guy? All right, dudes, I'm going to go build the bait wall, I guess. Not own him. Oh, good. Good. I know we're about to start a war. Now that we're talking about block it, y'all are probably going to get seen. He's probably going to come back in your algorithm. Chiba Hut. All right, Kyle, enjoy your Chiba. Now my algorithm is nothing but Nirvana and guitar stuff. This will be interesting. Let's see how far I have to scroll to get a fishing video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 26, 27. Oh, took 28 videos for me to get a fishing video. And guess who it is? Our good old buddy, Retro Bassin. Soft baits from 30 years ago. Bass Pro Shops 95 Master Catalog walkthrough. Let's see what's after him. BTL with Frank Scalish. Let's see what's after him. It's like every 15 videos or 20 videos, they might show me a fishing video. How barometric pressure affects fishing. Explained from Gino Lossi. Don't know him. Got 182,000 views though. Anybody else? Guitar. Music. No BBC After Dark streams on your page? Nope. Nope. What's up, builder dude? Build the bait wall live. I could. Ralph, you want to see me put baits up? It's kind of boring. My algorithm is so screwed up. Random rabbit holes. Yeah, they do. I kind of like them though. Just don't watch a Joe Rogan clip, because then you'll get nothing but Joe Rogan experience clips. Oh, well, I'm going to send y'all out with a guitar, a fuzzy guitar tone, and then I'm going to go build the wall. It would be like watching a bass murder tournament. We'll see you back in no fish catches. I don't know why it does this. This fuzz pedal, when you turn the volume all the way down, gives you this awful noise. There's your in bloom for the day. Hope that gets stuck in your head. Nature is a whore. I did, Burns. I got these done. All right. Build the wall, you say? It's going to be hard for me to do because I'm going to keep coming back. No delay, just a fuzz. Full Luke Duncan. I wish I wrote that song. That'd be awesome. I don't know the words to In Bloom, and my voice doesn't get. I need to go like smoke a pack of cigarettes, and then my voice might growl enough to do a grungy vocal. That's one I could probably sing and play at the same time, but I don't have the voice for it. I wish I did. But I can't get that. I can't get that fried vocal cord. I'm sure if you go to a vocal coach, they could probably teach you how to rote your voice out like that. But drink coffee, does that work? I think cigarettes work better. Courtney Love, where's she moving? Coffee with cream, BBC. That sounds like bullshit. All it takes to get a raspy voice is to drink coffee with cream. Out of the country. Oh, wow. Good for her. Good for her. I feel like she's so irrelevant. I'm surprised anybody even knows that. Bros, this is what I'm getting myself into. Could be a lot of shaking. There's a lot of shaking. So next question. Thumbnail material. Hello, Nasty Nate. Surprisingly good audio. Should I is that some ASMR going on when you shake baits? Can I zoom? I don't think so. Hello, Mike can answer that. Hello, can you zoom? LP Bass, what's happening? We're about to put the bait wall back up. Next question. Should there be an order? Should there be sections? Like right here, we have a few Builder Dude baits. Up above, we have a few Lucky Craft baits. Should we put them in sections or just put them all up randomly? It's going to be hard for me to put a fat-free shad over here and then one over here. Got beat by 0.20 for one of the hours. That sucks, Nasty. Maybe you get them again. Oh, you're done. Or are you going back fishing? Did you go to weigh in and now you're going back? Or is it over? Shallow to deep. The last setup was not random, but kind of. There were sections, but they weren't. There was like one line that was like broken that would go up. Like the whole bottom row was like ugly stuff, and then it kind of moved up here and whatever. In order, the problem with order is that I'm going to have to separate all the baits out on a table and then arrange them by bait, which is not a problem, but it just takes longer. Chronological. Big bass of the day was $6.94. Damn, that's a beast. Wood to plastic. It's not a bad idea. I kind of like having little wooden gems mixed in with the plastic. I have a lot of wood. Let's see. Well, I guess the first thing I got to do is I just got to get them all out of a pile. By rarity, I already took the rare ones out, and the rare ones are over here. Over there. I wish I could see the comments, then I could talk. We'll see what we can do here. We could do custom versus non-custom. Now I'm realizing the beauty of it before I took it down. The beauty of the disorder but order was perfect. The total bait count, I don't know, hundreds. How? How? Is this even possible? Now I know why I haven't started this. Probably, I don't know. What a beautiful window. You know, if I was real artsy fartsy, I would paint a picture with all the multitude of colors of baits. I would make a mural with the baits. Has anybody ever done that? Made a bass lure mural like of a fish, but then do it with like crankbaits. Has that ever been done? Debilitating OCD. Uh, Hello, Anthony. What's new? I'm trying to talk myself out of doing this. Bang over a second. Didn't know I had so many bangalores. Holy. I'm gonna have to rob. I'm gonna have to rob the hooks off of these. Somebody put gamakatsus on it. I never realized it. How about that? I've come to a conclusion in this short amount of time that Excalibur counter rotating hooks are the most obnoxious, snaggy ones to get out. This was a really bad idea. Really bad. Ow. We're getting hung on the wall. Oh no. Now they're sticking on me. This to me is one of the sexiest colors of all time, and it was also probably my biggest disappointment because I thought I was going to murder bass on this bait. And I never caught jack shit. I couldn't get bit on that color, and it's so sexy. And I don't know why. Nate, get a beer. I got some of Amy's beers. Maybe I should Drink some of Amy's beers. Look what I had hiding in the fridge. That's right. Champagne. Hey. We're drinking champagne up in this piece. Not going to last very long. Did you get the beer salt, AJ? You got to get the lime beer salt. I didn't see any salt sprinkled on top, but it passes without it. It's just better with it. Dustin Taylor, is this a rare colored bandit? we're all in this together, Hilla. What'd the wife think? She think you were? She's like, damn, you're a regular old mixologist. Oh, we got them good here, boys. Yeah, we good. Darius, this is like the it's like the Manson live stream where he just put it in his garage while he vacuumed. That's that's the level we've stooped to. What does that sound? Eric commenting on things. How beautiful is that little bastard? Damn it, boy. Don't know where that was hanging, but apparently it was up there. Ow. Yeah. How do we have more, like more people watching now than when I wasn't speaking? Maybe that tells me something. Uh, oh, what I've realized is I need to have a fat-free shad sale. Got way too many.
They're starting to come out a little more freely now. I've got the bulk cleaned up, so I can just reach and grab a bait should I need it. I've still got the knot on it. Clean this up. Lucky crap. Let's go Lucky Craft across the top. $1.5. Now they're snagging my shirt when I get too close to the table. Looks a leaky bit. All 1.5 is a chemical. Yes.
Anthony, what's the error? Tell me the error. I don't want to wait to the last row. Oh yeah, I thought about that. That's too much work. I wanted to put cork board or not cork board, pegboard up and do all black cork board or. Honestly, I think that was the original reason why I took these down. I mean, it's not too late. It's not too late to black out the cork. I just need a roller. So what do you think? Take these down? It's not too far. It's just Lucky Crafts. You still could. Originally, I was going to do pegboard and just hang each bait in an individual peg and paint it black, but I could paint the cork. Base wood pop. What time is it? 1:40. I mean, I could probably go get a little quart of black from Home Depot and roll that shit in no time. Maybe we do that. I like that idea. I like that idea. Let me put my Lucky Crafts in this container.
I got two Normans over here hiding.
All right. Well, extending the project. All right. This is going to be the Mandela effect when BBC logs back in. He's going to be like, is your wall black? BBC has always been black, dude. Yeah. What time is it? 2 o'clock? I don't know if I'll have time to finish it today, but maybe. Depends on when the girls come home. Well, am I perspiring or is that snot? Pensacola. Theo, what's going on in Pensacola? I'll tell you what, dude. Pensacola is not too much bigger than Mobile, but if you're into musical equipment or boats or anything cool, Pensacola has it on Marketplace, like Facebook Marketplace. If you get on there and browse for anything you might be interested in, everything over there is cooler and there's an abundance of it. The shit in Mobile is trash. Like anytime I get on Facebook Marketplace looking for something, there's always something cool in Pensacola that I would meet up with somebody and buy. Here, never see it. Guitars, there is an endless amount of Japanese Yamaha acoustic guitars from the early 70s for like $100, and I would go buy every one of them. You think they pop up here? Never. Never. Very, very strange. Nasty Nate, that was the bait you're talking about, the really early Hellcats. I was masking the bills with plumber's tape, like the shit you put on like the threads of pipe. That's what I masked the bills with, trying to like get it around the contour of the bait. The Hellcat is an E1 style bait, JP. It's an Ed style bait. Teflon, yeah, that's the stuff. That's what I used to mask bills with, trying to get them super clean. But I think, in fact, it made it worse. But worth a shot. I did that for a pretty good while before I figured out that it was not worth it. But all right, let me go to Home Depot. I would spray paint it, but hell, we might have some black paint out here. Just let me go shopping, and I'll check in with you boys later. Correct, Nasty Nate. Correct. Yeah, I was heavy into the wood grain At that point, everything was wood grain for the most part. The first ones I did were not, and then once I got on that wood grain train, it was over. I did do that one, that Mega Bass color. Yeah, that one was pretty. Whatever that color's called. New lighting fixtures. I did see a guy's video. It was a guitar guy. I did see his video yesterday, and he had his office was like dimly lit, but he had like a plant in the back with the light turned backwards, like highlighting it. And then he had another one. And I was thinking, man, I could put a light like over here or like over there, and then maybe one over here. Turn the lights down, and then have one right in front of me. Some real good lighting in here. LED lights, y'all really turning this. We're really going somewhere. We're gonna make this into a studio, boys. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. We're going pro. Hey, we're going pro. We're going full steam ahead on this shit. And if you didn't hear me, we're going pro, mother lickers. The wall. Y'all can crank me later. When I get this 4K audio going from BBC. As soon as y'all hear how crisp it is, y'all will be cranking your hogs in seconds. I have to get a new computer too. Let's just overhaul this bitch. Just money, right? Do I have lights? I used to have lights. I don't know what I did with them. All right, let me go dig around in the paint room. I might even go to the store. Thanks for sticking around through digging all the baits out. They're set out now, one of the boxes. I still have another box down here that I have to sort. Builder dude, I'm about to send you a message. I need a couple spares. Where's Builder dude? It is. What are you what baits are you worried about lips breaking? They can be fixed. They can be fixed. Oh yeah, I forgot about that, Brian. Email tonight. Let me send it out right now before I forget. Let me set myself a reminder. Okay. Oh, that's. Okay. Go to the chat. There's that. I'm gonna have to get on the website to do it from here. All right, I'm logging off. I'll talk to you boys later. Maybe this wall will be black. See ya.